Good morning. Today, oh wait, it's day 9. Wow. Almost on 10 days. Facial expression. That's how I'm feeling inside. Yeah, that's me. What face was this? There's a name my parents gave me for this face. I did put up some photos. I don't want to show everyone yet until it's all done. But I made some progress. So I will be continuing that today. Yesterday I ate a bagel with butter around noon, I think. And I got so distracted with all this, I didn't eat anything else. The mocha was really filling, and I always find that I finish it. But so I also had some pâté yesterday for dinner, so that was good. So I don't know what time I ate that, but I woke up with a bowl in my bed. And it's empty. So until next time. Now let's go see puppy. Good morning. Who is this? Who is this? Watch out. Hey. Good morning. Come on.
Hi. Good morning. Good morning. You thought he wouldn't come back, but I know you will not. I know everyone comes back. Hi. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Okay. You're licking my nose. You're licking my nose. That means all I'm gonna breathe in is puppy. I'm just gonna breathe in you. Hi. You're my favorite part of the day. Yeah. You're your favorite part of the day, man. I think I might paint my nails. Actually, I need to put castor oil on my nails. You know what? Everyone's gonna get such a long video of you because you just deserve love. Look at his face. Oh yeah. Oh, you know where Mom is? You know where she is? Where's the fam jam? Hi. Okay. I have to go pee. So I'm gonna go do that, okay? No.
So I'm just walking into my bathroom and I'm seeing this. It's just her little notes. I'm gonna try not to cry. I just get so much support. And it's just so nice to have. I didn't really think it'd be like this. Happy tears. Oh, my shoulder. Okay, now I really have to pee still because I'm crying at 2 ends. So what I've been doing lately is just opening both my windows. As you can see, my room wall is gray. It just allows more light. Yes, don't these look beautiful? So I'm just gonna open my blinds, my dirty blinds. And then I actually just roll them up because aesthetically pleasing as I am, this is better. And like, I have such big, beautiful windows and I never really like take advantage of them. And like, it makes the biggest difference. Like, yeah. So my mom got me the rose and I'm going to add it to my collection. Oh, it's a little taller. Day 8. Okay, so as you can see a little bit in the corner, I have put my tapestry up, as well as we got majority of the paintings up. I have 3 left to go, and then I got my photos up. So all I'm working on right now is just the last 22 photos. It sounds like a lot. 22 photos. Really not a lot. So this is a tapestry. Beautiful, I know. Very much me. If you know me, I like forest, red. Oh, of course there's a lamp there. The one time. That's what it looks like. I need to clean that area. And then this is the wall so far. It doesn't look very organized, but the concept is black and white in the middle, and then it's going to have bursts of color. So I left spaces for me to add more black and white, because if you know me, I will be adding lots of photos. So I was talking to myself for a good minute or two. I thought I was recording. I was not. Have you ever had that happen? And then you just look at it and you're like, oh, I wonder how long I've been talking for, and it's like 0, 0, 0. Overall, I am really happy with the way it turned out. It's more me. And I'm excited to see where it goes, and growth is never done. So I don't expect it to be exactly what I want, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, and so am I. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna end the video short. I don't know what short. Today, I may show you the results of the video, but I just wanted to say that I'm very thankful and grateful for the people in my life, regardless of what they're doing, whether it be, just wishing me luck through this journey, sharing something on social media of mine, replying to something, liking, subscribing, words of encouragement, funny videos, people taking the time to send me stuff they know like a video of their cat. It's little things as well. I don't expect people to say, Siera, you're my whole world, let me, buy you diamond rings, and I'd be like, no. But definitely, I'm very thankful and very grateful for the people in my life and for the amount of support I've been getting. And of course, there are going to be people who don't like what I'm doing and think I'm this and that and think of whatever way, but you have to remember that it's their perspective. Not everyone's gonna think I'm a queen, not everyone's gonna think I'm this amazing human being who can do lots. They're gonna see something that I was. But I hope that you take this into consideration, that when they do say things like this, that you don't put your time and effort into responding, because it's not worth it. And I appreciate you wanting to defend me, but it's a waste of your energy. It's going to be a waste of my energy. Like, I'll never lower myself to their level, and I don't want you to, even if they're talking trash, for example, and I will not name her name because she's irrelevant. Do you know what I mean? It's not even worth saying her name, because why give them that power? Because they have no power and they know it, and so they go out of their way to waste their time, commenting and disrespecting someone because of whatever happened in the past. And I don't know what goes through their head. You are purposely showing someone you're a child, you're ignorant, closed mind, and someone not worth the time or effort or love. And isn't that sad? I think it's sad, but that could just be me, And if you feel attacked, check yourself. Here's a fucking mirror. Look at yourself and say, why am I wasting so much energy talking shit about someone who gives you 0 time of day? It's the people who aren't able to accept themselves, and they have something within themselves, and everyone has issues. I'm not saying that these people should die. There's maybe 2 years ago, I would have been like, go off yourself, But words have power, words have meaning. And at the end of the day, it's just showing you who they are. Always remember your worth and what you contribute. And I appreciate someone telling me hey, this person's talking about you. you know, it's gonna say all this and whatever, but it's the fact that you didn't, because it's taught, if they're not friends with me and we fell out in a bad way, then they're still a child, because, and simply because, and listen to this, they are a child, not because of what happened between us, because every single person that is in my life, I've had probably an up and down with, I've probably had a disagreement with, you know, different views of opinion, but it's communicating, it's pushing through it and understanding that we both want each other in our lives and that we value and respect each other's opinion and perspectives, to the extent that it's okay to think different things, do different things, eat different things, you know. It doesn't make them less of a person because they're doing it differently. And if this person hasn't communicated or tried to positively come into my life, then they're still going to be out of it. And that doesn't sit well with people. And I tell everybody, you know, this is going to be a little cocky, but it's true, you know. Everyone who leaves my life, it's their loss, it's not mine. And I will always remain like that. I will never think otherwise, because I know my worth. I know that at the end of the day, regardless of them, I'm gonna strive. You know, I'm gonna keep rising to the top. You know, you wanna come with me? Sure, like, let me boost you up, let me help you, let's link arms and do this thing together. But if you wanna bring us down, if you want to act childish, you know, pulling and tugging, like who gets more love, no. I love myself more than anybody, you know, ever will. Any guy, any girl, because it's me, right? We all should love ourselves, and it shows when you do or not. And the people who respect themselves, respect their time, respect their energy, respect their friends in their life, won't put the time into someone who can't see that, who refuse to see that. You know, I hope that, you know, people in my life, sure, like, stick up for me by all means. Like, that's very sweet of you. I'm not saying like you're silly if you're doing that. I'm saying for future references, I hope that you don't waste your time on these people, because it's not worth it. If I'm not gonna waste my time on them, you shouldn't either. Especially in my behalf. I always just recommend, like, block them, because, or remove them, you know, whatever, because they just showed to you, you know, who they are, and then ask yourself, is this person up to my standards? You know, are they living a life or benefiting you in a way? You know, why are they talking so negatively about someone else, regardless of who it is, regardless of what happened in the past? Especially if it's been years, you know, if time has passed, you know, let it pass, let it go. But there are always going to be people who hold on to that, have that comforting feeling of having power, or having control, but it's not, you know. And once you understand that, you'll see, like, oh, you get one of those messages and you're like, ugh, childish, bye. You know, I know you want to, and instinctively you're like, oh, like, protect. But protect yourself, you know. Don't stoop down to their level. And I hope that you will never, because the people in my life I choose wisely. I keep continuously choosing wisely when it comes to who I surround myself with, because who you surround yourself with is a part of you, you know. What people do with their lives reflects on what you do with yours. You know, let's say you're smoking 24/7, trapping, doing all these things, right? Selling drugs. You're gonna surround yourself with drug dealers. You're gonna surround yourself with people who do drugs. That's just something that happens, because you need people to give it to you, and you need it to give it to someone. You're already surrounding yourself with half of the people, and you equal the 5 main people in your life that you surround yourself with the most. So ask yourself, is the top 5 people who I want to be surrounding myself with? And sometimes, like, that hard, like, slap in the face is what people need. I thankfully learned that early on in life, especially because people didn't always like me. People had issues with me because of a lot of reasons. Different reasons that there are now. Now they're just angry, and like, let them be angry. That's such a waste of energy. like it's so silly. I'm almost 20. You think I'm going to take the time to dabble with your little insecurities? No. And I hope that no one in my life does as well, because all that matters is the people who are trying to raise us up and support us. There's always going to be haters, and there's always going to be people who don't like what you're doing, think it's wrong, think that you're not the person for it, whatever. You know, think about yourself. And like, I'm looking at the pages, so I made like little quote things for my wall. So one of them, which is kind of my favorite, is self-discipline. Your ability to listen and take action based on your inner voice, regardless of how you feel, other influences, or temptations you face. It is key to self-mastery, and it is so true. And taking a step back and not allowing yourself to be sucked into a lower standard that they are takes self-discipline, but as well as like self-worth. Like, know yourself, know that you are not those people. If you are in my life right now, you have a skill set, you are going to go places. There's a future brighter than you can imagine, and I believe that. And if you're in my life already, you have someone that believes that you're going to go further than you think that you are. And I believe that so much, because I only put time and energy into people I believe in. If you are in my life, you are powerful, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are intelligent, you are courageous, you're a leader, you're brave, you are so much more than what you tell yourself when you're down. You're so much more than you can even imagine. More than you can even imagine. And I see that. And I couldn't tell you this is what I'm not a fortune teller. You can still go downhill. You can still be a person who ends up not doing anything with their life. By all means, like, I'm not saying that every single person, but I believe that to the extent that you're in my life, because I don't have anybody in my life who is negative, who is naive, who's ignorant, who's closed-minded, because I'm not that person. Why surround myself with people who are not? So there's another quote. Yes, I like quotes, and you're gonna probably hear a lot. I have a lot sitting on my floor right now. And I have two. Oh, there's so many. I'm gonna say two because I fucking can. So one is today. Think about all that you are instead of all that you are not. Think about all that you are instead of all that you are not. Imagine if that's all we thought. Where would we be? What would we be doing? And then another one is the power. This is one of my favorites. The power of the people is stronger than the people in power. And that's yes, because it's true. Empowered women empower women. It's when you're at that standard and at that point in your life, you'll understand it. And if you don't right now, it's okay, because it just takes time, just takes growth, takes honesty and patience, takes watering your flower, takes sunlight. It doesn't just happen overnight. My mom found a quote or something. The day you plant the seed is not the day that you see fruit. So don't expect that, takes time, and people will show you their true colors over time, and people will rise to the occasion and rise to your level. People will exceed your expectations, but there will always be people who can't because of something within themselves. It's not a blame game. It's not saying this person is, this way because of, how they're raised. You determine, it's not It's not anything more than what you tell yourself and how you act alone, you know? And I believe that, and so I hold that standard for everyone in my life, and I hope that you do as well. And I hope that, you know, listening to this, you ask yourself, is everyone who's in my life who I want to be in my life? Or are they just there because I'm too not, you know, you didn't think of it, so maybe it's a little bit of ignorance. You know, maybe it's comfortable because you're like, oh, I can't find any friends. Or maybe it's time and history that, you know, yeah, you know, I've known this person for 10 years, but they're doing nothing but bringing you down and showing you the way of life that you don't want to go, showing you a path and trying to bring you down that path, because people will try and not necessarily always bring you down. The real ones will support you and help you rise. But there'll definitely be people who it's comforting being in that path, and it's comforting having someone else. So let's say you're going down a path and you had the option of bringing a friend. Some people will want to bring a friend, and whether that path that this person is going in is negative and will bring you down, they'll still ask you. And because of history and time, it's going to be harder to say no, but you have to remember that you're going this way and they're going this way. And just because you end it now doesn't mean it's done forever. People come and go, and sometimes it's upsetting, but at the end of the day, you'll be okay, and you'll move on. And if they rise, you guys will find each other again. And it's not the end of the world. You will be okay. And you got me. You know, I believe in you. I believe that you're going to amount to something because you're in my life. And there's always room for growth, regardless of your age. Yeah. So to end off day 8, I have got a lot up today on my room, or in my room, but I still have a little bit more to do, and there's more to come. So far, let me show you what I have. So I have my tapestry, and then I have my collection of photos. It is 2 in the morning now, so that is why it is dark in my room, and then my mom's lovely paintings. So that is all for today. I'm going to head to bed. I had a good day, and I hope you did too.